Good evening, everyone. Welcome to OCAST, your island gateway to all things geek. And it's time for the first ever properly scheduled months in advance Hebridean Hammerlock, like from Stornoway to Suplex City. This is your Hebridean take on the very interesting world of wrestling. I am just recently returning to wrestling after many years off, so I can keep up with my incredible co-hosts here tonight. Tonight, I think it's fair to say, is this the second biggest event in wrestling in a year? Like, Mania is obviously top billing, isn't it? This would be the next big thing, would it?
Yeah, this is the part that kickstarts what they call
Yeah.
the road to WrestleMania.
But with that, quickly introduce my team tonight. Graham, what's happening with you?
Sitting here excited for tomorrow night. I've still got
And-
SmackDown to watch, but yeah.
Yeah, and Kenny, what's happening?
Absolutely nothing, just sitting here about to talk about how they're probably going to screw up the Rumble.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
we're geeks on the internet. You're
Yeah.
talking about something you love, so you've got to go on about how awful it is and how everything's wrong with it.
Yeah, very much.
This year, it's interesting. This is the first one outside the States, which I believe is controversial in its own way, because I think, Kenny, you said they'd been promising a Rumble to Europe for years, hadn't they? They were making noises about it.
No, I don't think so.
Were they not? All right,
they've been
okay.
talking about there's been talk about Mania being outside US and Canada,
Yes.
but the Rumble's
And
pretty much been in America.
And then just completely coincidentally, Saudi Arabia come in and suddenly they get a Rumble. Like,
Yeah,
nothing shady about this deal whatsoever at all, is there, Graham?
No, not at all. They're all
No.
fine, upstanding fellows, and
Yeah.
Yes.
I absolutely have not been edited to say this. But
Yes.
what I will say very quickly is that the very first ever Royal Rumble was held outside the States. It was held in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
All right.
So,
Without further ado, I will hand it over to Graham. What should we look for? What should we be excited for in this?
So looking at the card for tomorrow night, there's a few bits. You've got your two Royal Rumble matches, and we'll come back to them, I think, because they are really the main events. But you've got Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn for the WWE Championship. You've got AJ Styles versus Gunther, with Styles' career on the line. And obviously last time we met, it was because Gunther had retired. The possible greatest of all time, certainly if you're looking at storyline-wise, he probably is, John Cena. And you've got the two Royal Rumble matches, so it's only a 4-match card. But two of those matches are going to go about an hour or so each.
Right.
Kenny, what are you looking forward to the most?
if they would put more championship matches on the card, maybe one of those. But right now it's the Rumbles. Drew versus Sammy. I don't care, honestly. Honestly, I don't care. And Gunther versus Styles. I hope Styles doesn't lose. I hope that something happens and Gunther gets himself disqualified, because they only announced the stipulation. Was it? I think last week on Raw, or a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember, to be honest. But it's like there's not enough build for stipulation like that, in my opinion. You know.
Okay.
Like the match is probably going to be really good. You know, it's Gunther and Styles, so it's probably going to be up there with some of the best matches this year. But it's the Rumbles.
Fair enough. Did you watch Saturday night's main event last week?
Yeah.
What did you think of Styles Nakamura?
I remember their first match in WWE. Like, I remember when people were bullying up, it's like, oh, the rematch from New Japan, and then it didn't really live up to it. I preferred last week's match.
I thought last week's lived up to it.
Yeah.
And there was something about it that felt like it was a greatest hits tour because this is the last one.
Yeah.
As a recent returnee, Cal, what's your thoughts around the whole Styles Banter?
I'm still that fresh a returnee. I think I've got so much catching up to do with you guys. I'm following what Billy's advice, Billy Strachan, like when it's almost 2 years since we interviewed him, Kenny. Can you believe that? Does it feel like that?
Oh, yeah.
And Billy Strachan said, like, if you want to get back into wrestling, he said, start with a Rumble. Just start there.
Yeah.
And that's the best primer for anyone who really wants to. So that's how I'm approaching this. I did watch Cena v. Gunther, and I didn't know what to make again. So I'm still returning. So still kind of. So I'm looking forward to all of this. I'm going in very much blind. I know the names. I've not looked far beyond what their styles are or anything like that. So yeah, I've watched one or two older Rumble. Well, not older. Like I watched last year's and the year before that. So I've not gone deep into like Graham. I've been watching some of the classic WrestleManias with very mixed results there. I'm talking.
I will hear no bad things about WrestleMania 9. I will hear no bad things about that.
All I can say is Randy Savage's voice is best used in very small doses. As a commentator, it wears so quickly, and it's a bit like unnerving, some of the things he says at times.
Are you saying you haven't listened to his rap album yet?
Oh God, no. I did. I now know that that's a thing that exists, so I will have to. Yeah, maybe I can do a reaction video of me listening to it.
It is.
See that moment that moment that Dez had.
Does it make Cena look like, I forget the name, famous rapper who was shot and released more records after he died? Really good one.
Tupac.
Yeah, does it make Cena look like Tupac? Is it that, or is it just so unique that you can't describe it?
Just listen to it. Just have a listen.
Yeah, it's been a while since I gave it a listen, and I am tempted. to refresh the memory. But I remember when I first heard it, I was like, okay, this is something. This is interesting.
We're going off on tangent, but I do remember when I was a teenager, there was that WWF song, which was like a compilation rap of all they were each like doing a verse. What was it called again?
The Simon Cowell produced WrestleMania.
Is that it's called? I think it was called. Was it called WrestleMania? But like Hulk was in it. Warrior was in it as well, as I remember.
Unless you're thinking the one from earlier, possibly from either he was the wrestling album or Pile Driver, the wrestling album.
No, this was the 90s because I remember someone in school had it, the single on like a CD single. Remember those things existed.
90s.
So it's I'll maybe send you a link to it, but it's definitely the Simon Cowell produced WrestleMania, which became Linda McMahon's theme tune.
Which and it's just going to be said. Well, the Warrior, and I'm thinking about the Warrior sounds coherent on it, so definitely that's not his own songwriting ability on display. Safe to say.
Yeah,
although an Ultimate Warrior self-penned rap would be fascinating.
Put it into. Fire it over into the.
Oh, I thought you were going to say. Put that into an AI music generator and make me an Ultimate Warrior rap and see what comes out.
I mean, that would
even
be
for that. Even for that, I wouldn't support generative.
That's not really promoting AI in a good light. We're going to make an Ultimate Warrior rap of it.
You probably end up destroying the AI if you do that.
Let's do it.
I think there's some things that even artificial intelligence cannot comprehend.
Or should not comprehend. If it comprehends that, then that's really the threat to humanity, is it like an Ultimate Warrior rap done by AI? Not the Terminator. Yep. We've identified the real threat. So see tonight. So I'm guessing in Rumbles as well that you have certain surprise people.
Yeah.
Yes.
But do you guys have an inkling who the surprises could be this year? Is it usually like a badly kept secret?
There's always a big rumor.
Yeah, I think two of the big ones are Seth coming back and Jericho. Jericho's been rumored since the start of the year.
Yeah, and Adam Pearce kind of played into that a wee bit because there was it coming from Canada one of the nights, and
Yeah, I think so.
He's, maybe some superstars will break the walls down.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing there's been some wrestling fans monitoring flights in and out of Riyadh just to what town they've come from, who could be on that. Yeah,
yes,
there probably will be someone like that.
But one of the things that they've done is they've chartered a flight for the roster rather than have them all arriving separately. So maybe it's a way to keep some of the surprises as well.
Yeah.
They've put them on that flight.
I haven't
guessing,
heard of any rumours about the Women's Rumble. Like, I haven't heard anyone talking about who might return or who might show up,
So today I saw that they were rumouring that both Tiffany Stratton and Bianca Belair will probably return.
So is Tiffany Stratton also Trish Stratus, just for an uninitiated here?
No.
Okay, right. I've always wondered that. Am I getting these two mixed up when I see the names? Okay, right, go.
No, but I would maybe throw a wee outside bet on Paige.
Yeah.
I had heard about her coming back to WWE, I think, late last year.
Yeah.
That would be
very interested you guys say that, because, as you know, I'm trying to track down possible guests for this show. So I've ended up following a lot of indie wrestlers and quite a lot of WWE, just so I can, because it's all a big web and they're all connected. And I have noticed on my Instagram feed there, Paige doing a lot of training videos, like loads of them. And I don't know, is this kind of an indicator that something's going on there?
Could be, because she has left AEW.
Yeah.
So she's been free from there for a wee while, and is there a better time to come back than at a Rumble?
I mean, you heard what the pop was for Edge.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Like
Edge,
when he came out, the whole, the term, they blew the roof off.
Yep, I was watching it live.
They blew the roof and the sides off.
Yeah, because that was so unexpected. For your benefit, Cal, Edge was a guy who had retired, 7 years before?
Yeah.
Right after WrestleMania, he had to give up the title because he broke his neck. And, it was proper tears in the middle of the ring, retirement. Yeah. Doctors have said, I'm not allowed to do this anymore. So nobody saw this coming.
Right.
It's moments like that that make the Rumble good, because you don't know who's coming. Now, to be fair, the last couple of years, even when the buzzer goes and you hear the music, half the time you don't know who it is because Death Rebel are atrocious.
Oh, no.
But,
because, am I right, Paige said she had a back injury that ruled her out of wrestling, wasn't it? Or something? Yeah.
Neck injury as well.
Kind of wrestled still.
Yeah. She did wrestle
she came back
in AEW for a wee bit, but I think it was just mainly managerial stuff she done.
Yeah. What she has done in the past, like, just say, because I'm tracking some wrestlers, I know it says, like, I'm not informed, but I just track some social media accounts, and her social media, until I would say, someone will correct me on this because it's the internet and there's people out there, but from what I could see, like when we first started discussing this, I went through her feed, and it seemed there was a point where it was all her promoting her podcast. She was doing a podcast like health, fitness, and obviously all the rest. It's abruptly, to me, stopped. There might be an announcement, but all of a sudden she's doing, it looks like seminars and training in the ring again. And she says it's just fitness. So I don't know how much stock we can put in that.
I'm sure I saw something, either Reddit or Instagram recently, where she was returning to the ring for her first indie dates ever. Or her first indie dates since she was sort of 17.
Okay.
She's from a wrestling family, so there's always that connection. The Knight family in Norwich.
Yes,
I think so, yeah.
And they still run their promotion, don't they?
Definitely. So we'll see what happens there. Why don't you care about Drew and Sammy? I'm intrigued.
Out of all the feuds that Drew's had over the last couple of years, how many of them were good?
Punk, Rollins.
He's just gone from one feud to another, one after, pretty much straight into a new one. And like the whole Punk one, I didn't. It was over a bracelet, really.
Partially.
I was like, I don't care about that, And the whole point of feuds is to get you invested. I just didn't care. And with Sammy, to me, he is dangerously close to X-Pac heat levels.
Really?
He is everywhere. He's inserted in other people's stuff. When he was out for a couple of months, he was just trying to get himself involved with everyone's, a lot of matches that he didn't need to be in. Yeah, I mean, I like him. I like him as a wrestler. He's a great wrestler, But I don't need to see him and get involved in other people's stuff, And yeah, and like there's no
but this is his
real
stuff.
Yeah, but like there was no build up to it, He won the Fatal 4-Way, and there wasn't really anything before that between him and Drew.
Other than he's never beaten Drew. So it's effectively the same story that led to the Rhea Ripley Io Sky match at Evolution last year. You're the champion, I've never beaten you.
But with Sammy, it's always been like the underdog. And like to me, sometimes that can get old. Sammy's been the underdog for how many years now? And it just comes to the point where they need to get him away from being the underdog. Because if the underdog keeps losing, yes, when he wins, it's going to be huge. But if he doesn't win, how long's the underdog going to keep going until they actually do something with it? Like proper.
Old man reference time. How long was it before Tommy Dreamer beat Raven? And yet we still lapped it up. Because that was your guy.
But was the story... But the story was more compelling with Dreamer and Raven.
Possibly. But if you look at the sort of Sammy's arc, I think because it's been linked to Kevin Owens since Owens came in, when Sammy did finally win the big one, that moment was taken away from him by KO. And you've had them do that back and forward throughout the whole time. So it's like, this is always going to be the constant. I think looking at last year, they were probably working up to a big win for Sammy. But then Owens get injured. Speaking of possible returns.
Yes.
It's gone very quiet on the Kevin Owens front recently. Although he did show up at Cena's retiral. And he was looking in good shape. And if he returns, there we go, right? If in the unlikely event of Sammy winning, now I don't see it happening, but
no,
a lot of the rumours are that because it's in Saudi, Sammy wins, Owens returns and wins the Rumble.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
That's a story.
I was going to say that, like, there's a good chance that the Saudis would be like, we want Sammy to win. And if he does, I'm not going to be like, oh, this is bull. This is, it's like, okay, he's won. That's fine. But if Kevin Owens does return, then I might be a wee bit interested because, well, Kevin did have a good reason for turning heel on Sammy. Perfectly good reason. So
he always does.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah. So if we do get Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn rivalry through to Mania, and then it's them two I'll be happy. But
yeah.
if Sammy wins and it doesn't go anywhere, and Kevin Owens doesn't return, yeah, I wouldn't be too pleased. I'll be like,
Okay.
well, they gave him the belt just to please the Saudis.
Mm-hmm.
That's no. But if he
Which
does
is
win and then Owens comes back, I'll be happy.
Which is interesting in itself because, if you remember, Sammy was one of the guys who abjectly refused to go to Saudi initially.
Mm-hmm.
Did he appear at the last Saudi event? I can't remember.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he did.
Initially, he was dead against it. So, just as a bit of background, Sammy is a ginger Canadian Muslim. He's a Muslim Arab his real name's Remy Seibel. He's got a lot of charity work that he does.
Okay.
He's got a foundation called Sammy for Syria, for example. And he, his whole initial gimmick thing was that he was into ska and punk and stuff, and he's very much, he lives that ideal where, let's just say he's one of the good guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right.
So
I was just going to say, while you guys were talking, I decided to look up Saraya. So she put up her training in the ring, and she says, "Back to my old self." And also, she had a convention planned for this weekend,
cancelled,
which she's not appearing at anymore.
Okay.
So, could this be? But they said, "Oh, the convention was delayed anyway." But I got a feeling if she turned around and said, "Well, I've actually got this on," they would delay it for her anyway, because she's a big name, obviously. So,
yeah,
obviously, because I've said it, it's not going to happen. I'm going to be totally humiliated come Sunday night when we convene. So, and I was going to say, I am fully aware of Edge because he starred in one of my very favourite films.
Of course he did.
Yes.
Of course. We didn't know if
he
you knew his background.
deserves world recognition for that alone. Stunning acting performance he gave there. Yes, Money Plane. Yeah. Whatever you want to bet on, the Money Plane's got it covered. Yes, class film.
You want to bet on man?
Just be surprised. I've not tried to link the cool cat to the Royal Rumble yet. That's the only thing we're missing now.
It'll happen.
Eric Estrada's bound to have been involved in wrestling at some point.
If Drew Carey can enter the Rumble, Cool Cat can enter the Rumble.
Now that would be fantastic. No, there's a simple link. There is a book that Derek Savage wrote, Kenny, called Cool Cat Loves Wrestling. Don't even have to go that far to find a link to Cool Cat.
So, just to link Money Plane to the Royal Rumble.
All right, so I thought you're that desperate to get away from Cool Cat. Money Plane's a step up.
No, and it's not even that I'm going to go the obvious route of Edge. Do you think Mr. Iguana's going to appear? Because that's close enough to an alligator.
Oh. I've been right with the amount they've announced for the Rumble, with all the spots are left open. I can see 2 or 3 from AAA, and Mr. Iguana has to be one of them, because last year I think once WWE fans who had never seen AAA found out about Mr. Iguana. Yeah, that basically cemented him as fan favorite. You know, how can we hate a guy that wrestles with a puppet?
Yeah.
You know,
he's entertaining.
Yeah.
And we got the puppet demon as well out of it.
Yes.
So,
do you think we'll have the El Grande Americano face-off, where El Grande Americano OG takes on?
I want El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano for
So do
Mania.
I.
It has to.
Even just the two guys under those masks are so damn good.
What 2 guys?
Yeah.
El Grande Americano and El Grande Americano, obviously.
Yeah. No one else but them under those masks.
It would be like watching, say, I don't know, who would be a good comparison, like Chad Gable versus Ludwig Kaiser or something. It would be similar to watching those two guys go at it.
That would be That is a mania. That's a mania level match.
Are you trying to say, Graham, sometimes wrestling lacks standards? Are you really trying to break that news to everyone here?
Hey, if we can have Undertaker versus Undertaker and Kane versus Kane, how can we not have El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano?
There was a Royal Rumble. There's a previous Royal Rumble where you had Mankind, Cactus Jack, and Dude Love in the same Rumble.
Yeah.
And people claimed they were all Mick Foley. It's lies.
They were on the Titantron together. They were talking to each other.
Yeah.
On the Titantron.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of being semi-serious, but this kind of reassures me, like the wrestling I grew up watching, like the World of Sport ITV, which we thought was really enough. It just said, this is just, Kendo Nagasaki, all the very obvious. So it's like, it wasn't just us that did naff things as well. Like, the Yanks, like we don't have the soul monopoly. The Yanks can do it as well.
There's nothing naff about it. I'm sorry. I am going to stick up for World of Sport here because that's formative memories.
Oh, no, it is. It's fun memories. I was there when Giant Haystacks came to Stornoway Town Hall twice, wasn't it?
Okay.
2 times he fought up here. I do remember that.
Yeah. Barely remember
he was up here.
At the age of 11, I met a coked off his tits British Bulldog at Greenock Town Hall. that was an experience.
That would have been something.
Do you know,
did he try to put a chin lock on you?
He actually did. There was a picture. There is a picture somewhere. So it was me, my friend who I've not seen years, Pat Burke. Shout out if you're listening, Paddy. But that would be interesting if you were, and his pal. Yeah. And he's got one of us in a headlock while the other two stand beside because we were only paying for one photo.
And let me guess, his eyes are just like wide open and he looks.
Yeah, he was, and he was a proper Lloydie Magoo.
And the weird thing is that statement, coked up British Bulldog in Greenock Town Hall, none of that sounds ridiculous in any way. That just sounds like that's Greenock for you, isn't it?
I mean, you had that then, and now there'll be the Tommy Robinson fans, which is basically the same thing, except more of one of those people in the gang that we talk about.
Yes, it is. Well, we're going to have to get into. We do have to address kind of the politics of where this is happening. Now, years ago, I'll reference everyone. There's a video online by a guy called Renegade Cuts where he talks about the whole Saudi and WWE deal. Is it still, as he was pointing out back then when it first started, like your heels couldn't trash talk Saudi or anything? Is that still in place? Are they very careful not? Because it's customary for a heel just to say things about the place they're in and, to get the...
Yeah.
I'm guessing they still have to tread a fine line there in Saudi, do they?
Yeah, I think so.
And obviously we're talking about a women's rumble, so that's improved, but are they allowed to wear their proper costumes in Saudi? No. So it'll be bodysuits all round, will it?
Yeah.
And I'm not going on about eye candy because I know full well why women wear those outfits because it's better movement for them. So I'm not coming at that from that angle.
Yeah, because there are a lot of women that their movesets kind of require
flexibility, basically.
Yeah. And when you have a bodysuit, kind of limits,
Yeah.
So it does suck for but.
Before you ask, we are going to have a woman wrestler on in a few weeks, and we can ask her about this issue. And she could probably confirm all of this for because she'll have had probably direct experience of doing it. So, but is it still as shady, this deal with the Saudis? Has it?
It's never been not shady.
It's all about. I think the phrase is sports washing.
Mm-hmm.
You've got this.
I've heard
golf league,
the initial ones as well.
League.
The commentators just would not stop gushing about how great and progressive this Crown Prince is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think the very first one, woman can drive. Isn't he just the most amazing, forward-thinking man? I've not even had to think about women being able to drive in my life.
Yeah. It's very much trying to rehabilitate the image and,
well, it's...
We see through it. It's sort of...
Well, it's
I don't know. Grudge watching to some extent, but
I know. Well, I know, Graham, you've got a passing interest in football, I guess, do you, or any interest at all?
Yeah, passing
so
interest.
you know what they did with the 2030 World Cup, just so Saudi could get their turn hosted quicker.
No,
a little bit off topic. So originally Spain was going to host it, and so it was decided. And as you know, the World Cup goes through every confederation, each continent gets a turn at it. Asia weren't due until late 2030s, early 80s or so. So what they did was they expanded into Morocco. So Spain and Morocco now co-host. Africa's got its turn taken. They then come up with another idea, saying, it's 100 years of the World Cup. So to honour that, we'll have a game in South America, in Uruguay, where the first World Cup was. South America's turn is out the window. And what do you know? After 2030, Asia's got it, and Saudi have been awarded it somehow.
I mean, given how, this is going to take us way off topic, but given how things are in the WWE's home country just now, you know, they're as shady as each other, and the 2026 Cup should be boycotted at this stage because it's going to be in what's effectively a war zone. And I'm going to stop myself from going in a rant here.
Well,
but thank you for your attention to this matter.
Liven up with a joke is that one benefit is Scotland's two opponents, they're banned from entering the US now. So Scotland have a slim chance that they might just get out of this group, but Scotland will still mess it up and fail to qualify. Even though there's no opponents, we'll still knock ourselves out. There you go. That livens.
First back to the. That would be our first time ever out of the groups as well. You know, even the good days of Andy Roxburgh and Craig Brown, we never got anywhere.
Yes, so this would be like, we've got no opponents and we still get knocked out somehow. That's proper Scottish.
Yep.
And just to figure out a way till we could get back on. So, any Scottish interest in the Women's Rumble this year? I saw last year's and Piper. Piper was in it last year, wasn't she?
Yeah, she's had some sort of possible career ender. Some sort of injury.
She's been out for quite a while.
What's Kaylee Ray's name these days?
She Alba Fire? No, do I always get that mixed up with someone?
Yeah,
she's Alba Fire.
Yeah, she's and still doing the Secret Harvest.
Stuff. Which is gold, by the way.
Chelsea Green has been a highlight of the last couple of years.
Yes. Every time Chelsea Green is another one that's been a highlight since the days of Lucha Underground. Which, again, if you haven't watched it, it's amazing. You've also got
I'm going to say, sorry, from last year's Rumble, I just loved Piper because all the American girls come out, they're doing their delicate, typical Scottish, I just love that kind of, she just lives to that image. It's just so, it's so funny to see. You have to be Scottish to understand what we're talking about here. There's just a certain way she kind of struts about.
And of course, you've got Nikki Storm, who's behind this Mr. Abigail mask.
Yeah,
I think we're coming up because this is meant to be like just a quick preview, and then we'll be back for our review. So I'll just go with the obvious question: women and men's for winners. How does that sound? Is it notoriously difficult to predict a Rumble?
The last few years, really, very obvious.
Yeah, it's basically who they're pushing is usually who they're gonna have win. And right now, Braun Breaker is up there. He is like one of the firm favorites to win.
Yep.
To be honest, if he's in it, there's slim chance, but Kit Wilson is one of my picks. If he's in it, Kit Wilson. But I think
and anyone who's got a problem with that is toxic.
Yeah, toxic. Close your legs. Yeah, he's probably going to be one of those in and then out in a few seconds. Yeah, but I think Braun's a good pick. Roman's coming back. You got to also look at who's been in the promos for WrestleMania, and Roman,
Cody will
Brock,
feature.
Cody, any one of them. Any one of them. The women's Rumble, on the other hand,
it's a bit more open.
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. I could see one of the main women win this year. Rhea Ripley, I could see winning because she hasn't won a Rumble yet. So her winning, obviously, that's going to get a good reaction.
Well,
I don't know, to be honest.
Another thing I've got to point out: have they improved the Saudi crowds? Because I know it was notorious the first few years how dead the atmosphere was at the events. Have they done something about that?
I think so, yeah.
There's actual fans of the game now.
Yeah.
At the match,
and if the crowd
lively.
Yeah. And if the crowd isn't great, then they'll pipe it in, so it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Do you have any predictions?
No. See, I'm going in so blind here. I'm completely, utterly blind.
So, men's Rumble, I can see Braun Breaker going bell to bell because, I mean, he's already a bit of a stamina machine. If he's in it, I could see him breaking Kane's record as well, actually. In fact, if he's in it, he's going to be in it.
Yeah.
I think, has Kane still got the record for the most eliminations? Or did someone overtake that? I could see him break that.
Did Brock break it?
Maybe.
Remember the year Drew won it? Brock was eliminating.
Yeah, was that the year he had the face-off with Keith Lee and people went nuts?
Yeah.
And thought that was going to be a big deal. But do you know who would be a good outside bet if they really wanted to shake things up? Obafemi.
Yes.
But there's a lot of potential. I don't know if they're ready to give him that. I think, like Kenny said, I think Braun's going to win it.
Yeah. I think with Oba, I think he's in the NXT Championship match.
No, he relinquished that.
I'm pretty sure I saw him on the match graphic for it.
Okay.
All right.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm just checking just now for them.
Yeah.
So for the men's, my pick is Braun Breaker. For the women's, I think it's going to be Liv Morgan.
Right.
But I hold out hope that it's going to be Chelsea Green because she is gold.
Yeah, she's been good in the last couple of Rumbles.
Yeah.
Right. So
there's no
that,
NXT.
Sorry, carry on.
Sorry, I'm just checking. There's no NXT until sometime in February. But Oba definitely. So he won his match against the dude from TNA that's been in the English guy, Leon Slater. And then he left the title on the desk and it was confirmed he's relinquished the title.
Yeah, so I'm looking, it's a qualifier. It's they're doing qualifier matches, I think.
So with that, I can't let you go without a time-honoured OCAST tradition. You know what's coming now, both of you. So it's time for Royal Rumble trivia.
Have you heard it? You'll be aware of the phrase "no selling," Cal. So this is just what I'm going to do every time. I'm just not going to sell it. Like, yep, okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go into
Des and Rick
sold
for
myself.
Their reactions were classic. I think Des almost walked off the show when I mentioned, I like to do a quiz, Des. You could just see the look in his face. Anyway, question number 1. This has got to be a softball. Who won the first Royal Rumble in 88?
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
So, which superstar has the most men's Royal Rumble victories?
Most victories? Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, Austin, I think.
Correct. How many? Yep, Kenny gets that one. Who holds the record for the longest time spent in a single Rumble match?
And it's not Chris Benoit because that was retconned. It was him.
Okay.
I think they then said it was Rey Mysterio.
I was going to say Rey, but
the answer I have is neither.
Is it recent?
Yes, very recent.
Yeah, it is very recent. Must be
Penta?
Cody.
And what's that?
Penta, for some reason, I'm thinking.
Nope. We've spoken
Penta
about
was
him in
last year's
depth.
Iron Man.
We've spoken about him earlier on the show.
Oh, Lord. Brain. Do something.
Right. Okay,
Sami
I'll give
Zayn.
you the answer. The answer I have that I found when I went looking for this quiz is Gunther in 2023.
But certainly for the longest time it was Benoit, but they changed that and said it was Rey Mysterio.
Yeah,
For
because he's
obvious
been
reasons.
erased. So,
Yeah.
we're not going to get into talking about that yet. That's for well down the road in this show. Number 4, who was the first woman to enter a men's Royal Rumble?
China.
Yep. What year?
99.
99.
Right on, Kenny. Which Rumble winner went on to lose the WrestleMania title match in under 20 seconds?
Daniel Bryan.
Yep. And how quickly did he lose it?
9 seconds.
9 or
Nope.
10? 11? 12?
Nope.
13?
Nope.
17.
You're doing the...
Four.
Kenny, you've been... I'm just saying Kenny's doing the Rick Carranza method of answering questions there. 18 seconds.
I should have kept going.
18.
Take that long for a broken account.
So, all right. Who eliminated the most people in a single Rumble match before the record was broken?
Kane.
No, it's not. That's not what I have.
Okay.
Must be Roman then.
Yep, Roman Reigns. And how many? And in what year?
Go.
It was like 30 or something.
8 or 9.
No.
2016.
No.
15.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Yeah, you got it right there. Damn, Rick's got a lot to answer for now with the quizzes. Right. Who is the only superstar to enter at number 30 and win twice? There's 2 answers, isn't there? Yeah, there's 2 answers.
Cena? I won't
John
say he
Cena.
entered the 30.
In fact, oh yes. Yeah, John Cena's done it twice, and there's another person who's done it once.
Hogan's done it once, I think.
Nope. You're in the right area, I would say.
Yokozuna. No, he came in mid-match to get rid of Hogan.
No.
Oh, it's basically legendary name in wrestling, like one of those ones even your granny knows kind of names.
Undertaker?
Yep.
No.
Austin.
The year
Oh, right. Okay.
Undertaker 2007, Cena 2008. Who won the first ever Women's Rumble? Yep, correct. Which Rumble match is infamous for the crowd turning on the winner?
Oh, that's easy. It's the one where Reigns won. No.
Yep, and
2016.
Close, Graham.
17?
2015.
Yeah, 15. There we go.
Yeah, it was round about then.
And who's the only superstar to win the Rumble after entering at 1?
Chris Benoit. Rey Mysterio.
Well,
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
Oh, yeah, yep. Kenny said it 4 times. Sorry. Shawn Michaels. I think hard to say who won that one. I wasn't keeping any score there, but it was a well-thought quiz, that one.
I would say
and final question.
Just,
this is one I didn't script, but I'll just ask it anyway. Your snack and drink of choice for the Rumble, what would you recommend people have?
I would recommend chicken wings every time.
But I was going to say, for the longest time, a bottle of whiskey or any alcohol of your choice, because that was the only way I could get through any WWE pay-per-view.
But I think you're a Dr. Pepperman.
It did help me.
You, Kenny.
Yeah. But I remember I was drunk when the Hardys returned.
Mm-hmm.
And the tears flowed. Yeah.
So Pepsi and chicken wings is what you recommend, Graham?
Yeah, I mean, like CM Punk, I will stand for Pepsi every single time. And I've just confirmed that in 2004, He Who Shall Not Be Named entered the Royal Rumble at number 1 and went bell to bell winning it.
And
Shawn Michaels was number 2 the year that it was him and Bulldog, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And Pepsi, we just gave you great product placement, so please get in touch.
Dr. Pepper.
And
I love Dr. Pepper. Send me Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper.
No, what we wouldn't mind. No, Graham. What we should ask for is £2 million for obvious reasons. Because you know what happens. If anyone ever donates 2 million, something magical will happen on Allcast.
Yep.
A truly magical, wondrous event.
So
I'll be quite happy about it. Dr. Pepper, send me cans, send me bottles, send me anything. I will quite happily say Dr. Pepper is the greatest.
For me, I think I'm going to get the beers in because I got paid today after 7 months on the dole, so I'm going to make the most of this tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And
couple of stabilizers.
My snack of choice, I'm very much nachos, cheese sauce, and jalapenos kind of guy. Like when I go to the cinema, that's my go-to. And I think I might do some of that. And what else? I don't know what else I'll have. I'm going to have something else apart from that, something a bit lighter.
See, being a reformed, how do I put this PG? Like, it would be acceptable on an American podcast. Fat bastard. I don't do carbs all that often anymore.
Yeah.
So
that's why it's chicken wings.
It's pure protein.
Yeah.
Because I've often said this, Kerry, on a Saturday night, if I bump into you in the supermarket, I'll look in your trolley and if I see Dr. Pepper and chicken wings, it's a wrestling night for you. Right?
Yeah.
And you're going, yep, that's an easy way to tell. Anyone who bumps into Kenny on a Saturday night in Tesco's, if you see that, you know there's some big wrestling going down.
Yeah.
You see, you don't even need to go online. Just go to Tesco's and Stornoway and look for Kenny and getting the chicken wings and Dr. Pepper ready. So there you go.
I actually do need to go get a pack of chicken wings. So
me too. Better not get the last pack.
So that's it. If you want to meet us all tomorrow, we're going to be raiding the chicken wings aisle tomorrow in Tesco. You can meet us there in person. Meet the Hammerlock crew.
Also, for product placement, Tesco Stornoway, if you want to donate chicken wings, we will happily endorse them.
Yes.
Yeah. Quite happily.
Because Co-op doesn't seem to have wings in stock, so...
I know.
Yeah. Right, this is getting...
We're
turning into a Stornoway Facebook group of...
I don't know about boycott, because they do sell Cheetos.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And... We couldn't
and if I take my child, I get
without Cheetos.
Correct.
And there's no D&D session would function without Cheetos, I think.
Yeah.
No.
I think there's always someone, no matter what game of D&D you play, there's always someone munching a bag of Cheetos. So I've found that.
And most of the time it's Hereward.
Yes. We're not going to get into Hereward roasting. It's a full-time passion of ours, Graham, but I think we'll leave it around that. We do plenty of it offline. Anyway, that is it. And, well, this will be magically edited, and you will see us, next time you see us in this episode, we'll have eaten our chicken wings, drank our Dr. Peppers and Pepsis, and marvelled at the sights and sounds of Royal Rumble 2026.
Nobody marvels at the sounds. Deaf Rebel shite.
All right. So I don't know how to end this. We usually say good night, but we're going to be seeing you in a few minutes anyway. But it'll be magically 48 hours later. So later, do the wipe.
Should we do the Wayne's World thing and just go? Don't
know why I'm purring like a cat suddenly. And just like that, it's 48 hours later. Many chicken wings consumed, a few Pepsi Maxes, some Dr. Pepper, on my end, the beer and nachos, which sadly disagreed with me through the night, but we won't go any further. So I'm dehydrated and exhausted, not just from watching the Rumble. So with that, I shall go around my team. We'll do the initial impressions. Kenny, just a quick initial impression of the Rumble this year.
I am very, very happy. It was.
Okay. That's good.
It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
All right. And Graham, initial impressions.
Maybe not as happy as Kenny, but overall I still enjoyed it.
And I'm going in as the kind of returning wrestling fan and saying I really enjoyed it. I don't think, from where I was at, there was nothing awful. There was one or two minor misfires I felt, but nothing that really detracted from the overall. My initial impression was the highlight was the Women's Rumble, which felt to me that was one stacked card they had, and they all put on a fantastic display. I'm seeing some nodding going on there. I mean, you were saying that at the time over WhatsApp, said this is unbelievably a talented pool they had on last night.
Yeah, so much depth in that roster. And, you know, as you get past the sort of number 20, 21, 22, you're still getting quite a lot of stars coming out.
Yeah.
And a lot of big moments. And, of course, that return with that theme tune.
Right, so can you elaborate there? So, for me, the non-wrestler, this is where I come in handy as the kind of returning wrestling fan.
I'm being partially sarcastic. Brie Bella coming back. Although I do have a particularly soft spot for her theme tune because it is cheesy nonsense of the highest caliber.
You can't hate cheese. You can't hate cheesy music, cheesy anything. Yeah.
Cheesy anything, cheesy cheese, even cheese in real life. How can you hate it? But yeah, even though, as I think I said, was it me that said last night, this looks like a Brawl at a Power Rangers cosplay convention at first. You could not get that out your head that it did look like this mass Power Ranger convention.
I mean,
the suits they were wearing
was literally dressed as a Power Ranger.
Well, I was reading it just before we came on the air there. The inspiration for Rhea and Io was Sylvester and Tweety. And that's why Rhea had the weird red dot on her nose. Because I did wonder, I was like, what's that makeup? That makes why? But yeah, I've just found out just before we came on air.
All right, so was there, for you guys, any major shocks or surprises with the women's as well? I suppose I've got to go there. I say I'm coming at this completely blind, so.
I think Brie. I think Brie Bella coming back was probably the biggest shock for the Women's Rumble.
I'm guessing that wasn't one of our predictions 48 hours ago. Don't think we even mentioned it at all.
I think for me,
no surprises. We were completely wrong because we spent so long talking about Paige the other night, and that didn't materialize at all.
That's right. We got Natalia as Natty Neidhart this time.
Yes. Yeah.
To quote Drew McIntyre, I prayed for this, and it happened.
Yeah, after her turn on Maxine, I was kind of hoping we were going to get Natty.
Yep, and we have. Speaking of Maxine, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the entranceway seemed overly long, right? And when she started running, the only thing I could think was the T1000 running. There was a very... that was all I had at that moment. But yeah, Natty coming out as Natty. New theme as well, which sounds pretty good. And she put Becky out in pretty short order, which was a big deal.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on the NXT ladies, guys?
Right, you're going to have to explain that one to me again. Like, I was so blind going into this.
Okay, so
like,
some of the ones that were in, so Sol Ruka. I still actually class Kiana James as one, although she's JC Jane, Kalani Jordan. Was there another? Lola Vice. Yeah. Carry on.
For me, just like last year, quite impressed. Like last year, Lash Legend was my pick for the Rumble. Not the winner, but like overall, the Women's Rumble. Lash Legend was my pick. And this year, they were good. They were impressive. Like Soruka just doesn't stop impressing.
Yeah.
I'd
say I got that impression immediately. She is the almost model professional the way she goes about things, is she?
Yeah, I think so. She was one of the ones that, don't know if you remember, Cal, but for the Saturday night's main event, so she had beaten Bailey that night, and I think myself and James were just saying, there's so much potential. Sky's the limit for this woman. She's fantastic.
Yeah.
And she did it again last night. I nearly said tonight for some reason.
It probably feels like it, yeah.
Yeah, it's just all blended into one. I'm glad you brought up Lash Legend, Kenny, because again, she looked like a star.
Yeah.
She got the diesel run, I felt. that she was just running through people, looking like a big deal. Who did she put out? Quite a few.
Jordan Grace, I would think.
Think
I want to say Jordan Grace.
Yeah, she definitely eliminated the Bellas, I think.
Yes.
Because she put the two of them out at the same time.
So, yeah.
And then the big moment for me, actually, was that she put Charlotte out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of this is going over my head, guys, so you have to work with me a bit.
If you eliminate someone on Charlotte's level, Becky's level, I think they see big things in your future,
Yeah.
Because like Charlotte and Becky, Bailey, part of the Four Horsemen women, three of the most important wrestlers in WWE right now for what they've done for women's wrestling. So to be the one to eliminate at least one of those names, it's big.
Yeah.
Just to be honest, every week Lash Legend just impresses.
Yeah, she does.
So
I like what she's doing alongside Nia as well, and when that moment comes and she turns on Nia, she's going to be huge.
Yeah.
I thought
sorry, carry on, guys.
I thought the little three-way face-off between Asuka, Io, and Julia was good.
Yes. Yeah, I am looking forward to when they actually. Hopefully, they'll have that match soon.
Yeah, and I really hope that this is the year they take the shackles off Julia. Because, for those of us who have watched other promotions, we know she can go. We know she's phenomenal. She was in Stardom for a long time, Cal, which is the Japanese women's show. One of them, but it was the biggest one for a while. And I think she has maybe struggled with toning it down a wee bit in terms of the in-ring style. Because if you watch the Joshi stuff, it's absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
Really, really enjoyed the way they did Kairi eliminating Asuka.
Yes. I enjoyed that. I'm going to call it right now. Kairi turned on Asuka at WrestleMania.
Yep. I think it might happen before then.
No, I think they're probably going to wait for WrestleMania. I'm guessing they're going to have a tag match against Ewan and Rhea. And I think Kairi's going to turn in the match and cost Asuka the. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm hoping because I don't like the storyline.
It's basically a domestic abuse storyline.
Yeah, and I don't like it. I never liked it back in the 90s, 2000s. Just there's some storylines that should never be done, and that's one of them.
Yeah, because ultimately it's supposed to be escapism for people.
Yeah. And I'm guessing, sadly, that's the storyline a lot of the women wrestlers get handed as a...
Not came up all that...
Or it's fairly common, I would say, maybe. But probably no. All right, I would have thought.
Good. I can't remember the last time actually there was one, especially in WWE.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Or am I right in saying like a very is basically love triangles and that for the women? Do they get that quite often? Or
sometimes
they did. They've certainly since the whole women's revolution, that seems to have been cut right back.
So they're getting some proper meaty storylines to get into now, are they?
And certainly since Vince was deposed, that love triangle storyline seems to have gone. In fact, the last one I can think of was Rusev / Miro in AEW.
Yeah.
Chelsea Green, one day she'll get you.
Yes.
She's so good at what she does stuff.
Yeah, it's just like last year again. Chelsea was great last year. She's the perfect comedic wrestler. She'll do anything. She'll take the bumps. She'll make it look good. She'll make it look funny. And like this year, like when she was trying to get the salute from Rhea, and she got it, and just the look on her face, you know. And then trying to recruit the Judgment Day, you know.
Yep.
And Alba Fire as well, brilliant outside.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
I enjoyed that as well.
Yeah.
She's doing the R-Truth role for the women's roster. So, you know, she said herself in interviews, why does she play the fool? Because, you know, it guarantees her job.
Exactly. It gets her on TV. It gets her seen. Plus, she's good in the ring.
Yes. Julia, did you not... Did anyone else think she was cosplaying as Natty?
Right.
It was a very Natalia outfit she was wearing.
Yeah. There were a few outfits that were quite similar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was an awful lot of all black.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I'm going to say, any misfires for the women's one? Like you mentioned something there earlier, Graham. Certain numbers were not...
I thought it took a wee while to get going. I saw it coming a mile off when it was Charlotte number 1 and Alexa number 2. Saw exactly what was going to happen there a mile off. I thought early on Kiana was quite impressive.
Yeah.
She was looking good. It was the most I've seen from her since she's came up, actually. But once Jordan Grace joined, I thought it really picked up for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Didn't expect her to be eliminated so early.
No, and I think what was disappointing with that for me almost was that she came in, she had her huge fire spots where she was going wild, eliminating everyone, and then she just kind of disappeared until it was time to be eliminated.
Yeah.
I thought Roxy was brilliant, as always. Was it Lola Vice that does that sort of kicking with both legs as running forward thing?
Yeah.
I hate that. I absolutely hate that. I can't remember. Was it Kofi that used to do it as well?
Oh, yeah. Who else? I think Seth started doing that kick thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, not my favorite thing for wrestlers to do. Some of those things.
But you know, did you? When Kyrie came in, as she was up on the top rope, I think she's going to appear in a reasonably soon Botchamania for the "You Talk Too Much" segment. Because she was on the top rope and the camera was off her, and you just heard "EO," and then it cut back to her. She's launched herself at EO, and then she's shouting at someone else. Like, cool, somebody's taking up the Cena role. Tiffy came back.
Yeah, almost forgot about Tiffany.
I know, and we've not touched on the winner either.
I mean, like she was, Liv. I think a lot of people had her down for the winner. You know, I wasn't too sure because of how many were in the Rumble that I could see winning. You know, when Natty came in out, I was kind of hoping because she's been with the company nearly 20 years.
Yeah.
She's done so much. She's been saddled with some of the worst gimmicks, you know, but but I think she deserves big push for everything she's done.
Yeah, and because legitimately she never gets to show it, but she is one of the best women's wrestlers on the planet.
Yeah, that's another thing. When she went off to do these shoot fights, you know, we got to see what she could actually do. And for me, it's okay. They let her be Natty, but how much do they water it down?
Yeah. So in the same way that Matt Cardona is back, but it's Zack Ryder with a different name.
Yes, that's
we'll get to that.
Yeah. That's one thing that's annoyed me. But Liv, I think, deserves it. She's done some, like, before she went off with the injuries, she was doing some good things. You know, she was one of the best heels. You know, she's come back, and I think right person won.
Yeah, she's picked up exactly where she left off. Her character work is great. You know, there's something about that laugh that she does.
Yeah.
You know, after she's either eliminated someone or used some sort of heelish tactic, I'm like, yeah, that just works. You know, I enjoy watching that because you're clearly in character, enjoying what you're doing.
Yeah, and that's what makes a good heel. Someone who that's what makes Gunther so good as a heel right now, because he is just eating. He is eating up the hate that the fans give him, and he's just fueling it. And you can see he's just having a laugh. You know.
Did you watch the post show?
Yeah, he's feeding off it. No, I didn't watch the post show, but I could just even see like his entrance. Everything he is feeding. Every boo is just.
Yeah,
he's like that's what it's. Yeah, it's like the sweetest wine to him. That guy.
And that's what Liv is doing. Like when the betrayal with Dom and Rhea happened, that's what kicked her into heel overdrive. You know.
Yep.
It was like I love Dom right now. I love him as a heel. Like the cowardly heel. He's perfect for that.
Yeah.
But when that betrayal happened, I was like, no, I don't know. That's wrong. No, don't do that. You know. But now I love Dom, love Liv, two of the best heels, and
I will 100% hold my hands up. I was so wrong with Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
See, when he joined, and I don't mean when he was 8, but when he was
made
getting the Nepo baby push.
Yeah.
Yeah, his actual debut.
Yeah.
Not when it was I'm Your Pappy. But when it was him fighting alongside Ray, I detested him. Like,
there was
not in a I dislike you as a character way. I couldn't stand him on my TV. He was the definition of X-Pac heat at the time.
Yeah, because like he literally debuted and he got a title shot so fast. You know.
Yeah.
You know, and when he turned and joined Judgment Day, it's like okay, could see something happening. And then time went on, and he is so good.
It was after the jail angle that I was like, right, okay, I'm in. See, when he had when he had the WrestleMania entrance, but he was brought in a prison van, shackled, I was like, right. He's just, since then he's been on a tear, and I love watching him. It is like watching his real father, Eddie Guerrero. You've got a lot of catching up to do with that one, Cal.
Yes, I do. I've got loads. And like, given what my most recent watch was Mania 9, so, with that, I would probably say like, virgin, virgin girls. That's what that. So what is? Well, what's this guy on? I know what the obvious answer to what is Randy Savage on,
and that's the clip to be taken entirely out of context.
Yes. Yep. Like so, someone. That's what are they talking about? These three middle-aged men on the internet. So,
no, just
I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about. You start talking about it.
I just said
you're going to be on the You're going to be on the screen, guilt by association, Kenny.
All I said was
okay.
And then I went, virgins. Oh, there, I've done it again. So, it's going to be clipped to nonsense.
It's like we're sitting on Jerry.
Well, those Nazis we pissed off 2 weeks ago have got some material off us now.
Yeah.
With that, I would say, like, if you had to give a grade, like, we'll go A to F for the Women's Rumble. Kenny, where would you put it?
Solid B.
Right. Graham?
B+.
I'm going to go for an A. Maybe it's just my naivety, like with fresh eyes on this, but I honestly had no problems at all. Could not say my interest ever drifted for a second from it.
You enjoy what you enjoy.
Really enjoyed it. So, with that, we've mentioned it before, I think. So, next up was Gunther, wasn't it? Gunther Styles.
Yep.
Yeah.
I loved the hell out of this one.
Me too.
Really. That was proper. I was on the edge of my seat a few times with that one.
Yep.
Loved and every second. Proper heel babyface classic kind of stuff, isn't it, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everything about it was just done perfectly.
Yeah.
You had so many hope spots where it looked like Styles was going to just eke it out. But in the end, Gunter is just relentless.
Yeah.
And especially when it's these high-stakes matches where he has called his shot, he gets the job done.
Yeah.
There was an interesting stat before the match. I don't know if you heard them, but since joining WWE, or since coming up from NXT anyway, Gunter has only lost 6 matches, and all of them have been title matches. So it's every time he's lost a title is the only time he has lost.
Yeah.
He's undefeated as in regular singles matches.
Yeah.
Right. So
Like
do you
you
think
don't give that kind of
they might be
stat
headed
to they don't give that kind of stats to very many people. You know?
Yeah. So I'm going to, again, I'm coming at this just from totally, is that where it could be heading to in Mania? Do you think that he could get a defeat there?
No. I think there's something else happening in Mania. I will probably come to it during the Rumble match itself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, again, this is A+ material. This match is just,
yeah.
It reminded me of watching it back when I was a kid, watching, the golden era. It was just had so many of just, you could not fault it at all.
Yeah.
Just no weak points at all to this.
Nope.
Like they both sold the hell out of it to perfection, the two of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought during his entrance that AJ was looking a bit emotional.
Yeah.
Watching it with that hypercritical eye, I'm like, oh, hang on, he looks as if he is soaking up these cheers one last time. But at the same time, we know he's phenomenal at selling. I'm just looking at my notes that I took. It bookends his WWE career very nicely because he debuted 10 years ago at the Royal Rumble. He went out at the Royal Rumble. This might be a minor annoyance for you guys. It is for me. But see that overhead kick that AJ Styles does?
Mm-hmm.
That's named after the famous soccer player. Does it bug the shit out of anyone else that Michael Cole calls it the Pele kick? And you're sitting shit. It's fucking Pele! Pele!
Yeah, I think it's not just Michael Cole. I think they called it that in TNA as well.
Did they?
I think they called it the Pele.
But it's definitely.
I think they emphasized the A more than Michael Cole. I know every time I hear, it's like when you hear it's Pele. It's Pele, not Pele. It's like when you hear. Do you remember how they used to pronounce Glasgow?
Yes, Glasgow.
Yeah,
Glasgow.
It's funny you say it. I was on Instagram the other day, and there was a British guy. There was a American person say, "Look, it's so annoying when I speak to British people and they say mom instead of mom." The guy was going, "Yeah, that's because we're to the point. We don't want to make words longer than this. It's mum. There, nice, simple. Why do you want to say mom?"
Also, is it not our language? Bloody colonials. I'm going to do a Regal gimmick for me.
And whatever you think of Jimmy Carr, he had a heckler going on about you guys speak funny. He just goes, "What's the name of the language? What country am I from?" Yeah, that's always a shutdown.
This was the match as well where I really noticed something about the camera work last night.
Yes. And this has been debated as well, the issue we're getting into, the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
There's people defending that there was a packed audience. There's people saying, no, the fact that this has been debated says something on its own.
Yeah.
Like,
there is no debate. You could see, like the amount of times, you could see like behind the announce team.
Yes.
The amount of space there was. You could see like on either side of the entranceway, up at the back corners, you could see that was pretty much empty. So I don't know what people's definition of maybe packed around the ringside. Maybe that's what they're saying. But
which I should have bookmarked this, but in my Facebook Reels feed, there was a guy saying, "Oh no, look, it's a packed up there." And then he goes round the ring floor, and there is where the seating area for ringside. There is massive gaps behind it. It's kind of, it's not a great strategy you've chosen there to defend this point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I said a message last night. that AJ deserves a packed arena. Deserves to have every seat filled.
Yeah. And not only that, he deserves to be in his home nation for that.
Yeah.
For a farewell. Really. Like any wrestler deserves that.
Yeah.
Like in a foreign country, not they're putting down the foreign country, but you want to be in front of your home fans.
I would say
think,
if it's a country you wrestled in, like not like your home country, but like say
Japan for AJ.
Yeah,
Japan.
Yeah, a country you have a good connection with. Yeah,
he was huge in Japan. If his final match was in Japan, that would be great, but it wasn't. You know, and that was the issue. I mean, I think that was my only issue with the match was the crowd, the lack of crowd, really.
Yeah. I mean, to the untrained, if you don't know TV production tricks, you would think, oh, it's a loud, passionate crowd, but it was very apparent after a while, no, there's definitely some piped crowd noise coming in here and there. So
yeah.
I mean, even going back to the previous match, the Women's Rumble, there were only a couple of people that they made some noise for. I don't know what the opposite of a pop is, but whatever it is, Zelina Vega got it. She came out to absolute crickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
that's
Barrett had said...
Sorry.
I remember thinking that Wade Barrett did a nice cover for the crowd being very quiet during AJ's entrance.
Oh, yeah.
He'd mentioned something on commentary about a reason that the crowd were quieter because they were nervous for it or something like that. But it was because there was a lack of numbers.
Yeah.
Pure and simple.
It's a shame. It's annoying. You know, like it doesn't take anything away from the match.
Yeah,
but
they still put on a solid show despite it all.
There is one thing that takes away from the match for me, and it's just my own little continuity annoyances. When we watched Cena's retirement, and he was in the sleeper, he got the good old-fashioned drop the arm 3 times, and on the third time the arm stays up.
Yeah. All right. He just
AJ they dropped his arm once. It's a minor thing, really. But I really wish they would be consistent with that.
I think it's because if you look at both matches, Gunther went harder on AJ than he did Cena. You could towards the end there was he was selling it that he couldn't defend himself, and Gunther was just going back and back, and I think that's probably why. And
I'll take it.
The referee as well, I think, done a fantastic job.
He did.
Referee
was nice.
Referee was great.
Yeah, and he's someone who he was with Styles in TNA as well, so he's done a lot of his matches. It was just that one minor point. I was thinking, well, we watched Cena get to do the 3-arm drop. Why? And right now at this point, I am aware that I'm being a actually nerd on the internet. I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy the match. I thought, if I'm going to rate the match, I would give it A-, and that's not taking anything off for that. I would say great match, right result, wrong pay-per-view, wrong crowd.
Yeah. I would say the same. If the arena was, I wouldn't say packed. If there were more people, I think that might have helped.
Yeah, and even if there was, having it in a country with a proper wrestling kind of culture of some description, which don't think I'm being harsh in saying Saudi's not a renowned wrestling country.
No.
Anyway.
No, it's not known for many sports.
Yeah. And is there anything to read into the whole wristbands at the end with Styles? There's a lot of speculation I'm seeing online.
The tradition is you retire, you leave your boots in the ring. Triple H done that when he a few years ago after his heart attack. He came out to open up WrestleMania, and then he had a bag with him, and he opened it. He took out his boots. The Undertaker left his gloves, his hat, in the ring.
We just watched Cena, wristbands his stinky ass old Skechers to quote Jay.
Yeah, so AJ, he was taking his gloves off, and then he puts them back on. So I don't think we're done with AJ and Gunther.
I would like to think that
I hope he does retire. Because I don't want it to be the whole he retired. No, he's back. And there's not many wrestlers that actually stay retired. Because I remember thinking, oh, Shawn Michaels has been retired for so long, and then he comes back, and the less said, the better about that.
Obviously, Kenny's talking about when Shawn came back for a Saudi match, not when he came back after 4 years for his back injury.
Yeah. So no, you went back for a decent event, but a Saudi event with him, money's quite good, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which kind of tarnishes that a good bit, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot, yeah. But yeah, I do hope he is actually retired. I will say this. The reaction from the crowd that were there, I did like that. After the bell, there was that silence of like, it's like, oh my, this is, and then the response, I'll say I was a lot better than the crowd for Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was a good 2 or 3 seconds of total silence, which was nice because it was that shock. I suppose the difference is that everyone knew Cena was retiring for certain, whereas it wasn't definite.
No, it wasn't.
That AJ was gone. I would like to think that's him done. I do think that's him done in WWE. I don't see, short of what I was texting in the group chat last night when I was saying, maybe he comes out and costs Gunter the Rumble, and then that's his final act. I think he'll do a TNA match. Maybe see it through to Bound for Glory or something. Very short program with somebody. Maybe Leon Slater, who idolizes him, so get him a main man. But I think he's done.
I hope. Yeah. Like, I don't, like, when I say hope so, I don't hope. Like, hope we never see him in the ring again. I just hope that when it comes to WWE especially, we don't see him in the ring. I mean, I would say we can have him, like, I would say, like, backstage trainer would be perfect for him,
Oh, yeah.
Producer would be perfect, because, like, how many amazing matches did he have? And he can, like, giving that knowledge to guys like Leon Slater, Javon Evans, Ilya Dragunov, Maxine Dupree. Like if you look at Maxine, a few years ago, to today,
she was Eva Marie. She was bound to be the next Eva Marie.
Yeah. And then last year at the Rumble, I was like, okay, this is a totally different Maxine Dupree. And now you look at her now, and it's like, okay, this is a completely different Maxine Dupree. So if AJ can work with her, and other guys, other women, I think, it's going to be a good thing. It can only be a good thing.
I think there's that whole slightly smaller group of guys, stature-wise, size-wise, who AJ could teach so much about being the main event. Slowing it down a wee bit. You can still do flippy stuff. You can still make it entertaining. But here's how you make it make sense as a main eventer, so you're not killing yourself and you're getting a long career out of it.
Yeah.
I would... If he shows up in AEW, I will lose a lot of respect for the man.
Yeah,
because you retire.
AEW's just like you said, teach him how to slow it down, how to have longevity, how to work a match without destroying your body. You look at AEW, Darby Allin is the poster child for destroying your body.
Yeah.
So if he, it's working with the NXT roster, working with the young SmackDown and Raw roster would be perfect.
Working with everybody's favourite Kit Wilson.
Yeah.
Turn him into a main eventer.
Yeah, main event Kit Wilson.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a dream.
So, Eddie, you rating on the Gunther match?
A.
Yeah, I think unanimous A's all round for that one.
Yeah.
So, with that, move on to the next one. I was getting these it's Drew Henry, isn't it? I'm not going to
Drew McIntyre.
I always do this. You know, like, I think for everyone, there's always just names you can never get right, and this I can never. So, Drew McIntyre match. So, who do we go to first? We'll go to Kenny first.
Go Kenny first.
Your impressions. Because you were not fussed about this beforehand.
I did not care about.
So why
this.
do you hate Drew McIntyre so much, Kenny? What's he done to you?
Well, what's he done to me? Well, that's a long list. I don't think I have time for that. No, Drew McIntyre as a heel is brilliant. I've just never been a fan of his rivalries, his feuds. You know, they've never really excited me. You know, especially the Damian Priest one. Nothing about that feud was like, this is must see. But like, I love, like, ever since he debuted back in the late 2000s, I've always liked him. Yeah.
Back when he looked like Marty Pello.
Yeah, 3-man band, Drew. With Jinder and Heath, underrated group. Air guitars, leather, all that. But yeah, when he went off, he reinvented himself, became the star he is today. I just feel he hasn't been given the feuds that he needs. Like the CM Punk one, they had some great matches. The Hell in a Cell match was more violent than I thought it was going to be. And like I said, the Damian Priest one, I did not care about. The Cody one was good. And now
and it
we're
looks like they're going back to that.
Yeah, and they're adding Jacob Fatu to it. That's gonna be so much better. I've loved Jacob Fatu since he debuted and before. He's just his match, like when he went up against Braun Strowman, like stuff he was doing to a guy his size, Strowman's size, you do not throw around. You do not. It was like a wolf with a puppy, and Strowman was the puppy.
Yep. But he's been doing that for so long. He was the standout anytime I watched MLW's show.
Yeah.
People going about MJF. It was Jacob Fatu that caught my eye watching MLW every single time.
I remember last year I was so pissed off that he wasn't in the chamber. Like the stuff he could have done in that match. So I am really looking forward to the Drew, Cody, Jacob Fatu match, and I'm hoping it goes on to WrestleMania and they have the blow-off match there for the title
with Jacob going over.
Yeah, if Jacob wins, that would be like chef's kiss.
Yeah,
so good. But with the Sammy and Drew feud, there hasn't been much build to it. There hasn't been much to it, which is why I don't really care about this match or cared about the match. But the match itself, it was a typical Sami Zayn match, if you think about it. He gets beaten down. He gets beaten. He gets that burst of energy, comes back, and then he loses. It has some good spots, some good moments. I honestly thought Charles Robinson was going to take the haluva kick. The way they were positioning themselves.
Yep.
I thought Sammy was going to come running. Drew sees him, and then we just see kick to the face. But yeah, I was surprisingly happy with the match, despite it being typical Sammy Zayn match. Drew won, right person won. So yeah, I was surprisingly happy with it, despite how it sounded before. And I hope we get Kevin Owens back soon, because I think that's the feud we need to see with Sammy. So yeah,
what were your thoughts, Cal?
Similar. I think not a great match in terms of spec. Probably just Drew, his performance more sold it. Like his character, I think, was more the selling points. Like I said, just his character, the technique and all that, and the not so good, not awful. Like I'm saying, just after two really fantastic events, it was a little bit of a dip, I would say.
Yeah.
But it was just like a great heel that's kind of kept me interested there. That's my brief analysis of it.
Yeah. So I was looking forward to this match because it's Drew, who I just enjoy what he does, and Sammy, a lot of the times, is maybe the best pure babyface that they have. He, as Kenny was describing, he takes a beating and sometimes manages to eke out the win when you're not expecting it.
Yeah.
I thought that last night so Sammy's hope spots, that's the bits where it looks like he's making his comeback, Cal.
Okay.
I thought they didn't really land for me, and I don't know why. Because normally they do. There was just something a wee bit lacking with it. I don't know what it would be, but it just wasn't. I didn't feel he was going to win at any point. There was nothing that gave me that moment's belief. At one point, it was reminding me a wee bit of Sammy versus Gunther from WrestleMania. But unlike that match, when he was making his comebacks, I just didn't quite have that suspension of disbelief that, do you know what, actually, he's going to come back and win. And watching it last night, I was thinking, if he comes back and wins from this, it's not meaning the same. It just didn't feel right to me. So, despite having looked forward to it, it just wasn't. It wasn't what I wanted. I thought it was a nice touch when Sammy went through the table, and the referees were checking on him, and Drew went to continue, and Charles Robinson was berating him, and Barrett went, "Oh, well, no, if you want to stop the match, stop the match." I thought that's exactly as it should be. Did you see the way the ring bounced with that, Kenny? It just looked a little bit unusually bouncy in the middle for me. I was like, well, are we going to do a through the ring spot? But no. So yeah, it was an okay match. I think, like you said, Cal, having had two good events directly before it.
Yeah.
Including the high emotions of the AJ match.
Yeah.
It was always going to be in a losing spot, and maybe that's why the Sammy Hope spots didn't land for me. But yeah. If I'm giving it a rating, it's a C.
Yeah, C for me as well.
I would probably agree with that.
Yeah.
All right.
I will say there's one thing that when Drew was in the ring taking off his gear, it's just every time it was like just like emphasizing it, like taking off his, like taking off. It's like and I just like pulling the and the and I just
Yep.
It was just so but for some reason it gave me a wee bit of giggle.
Yeah.
It
does.
And then
it's almost like he's grudging having to take it off.
Yeah.
And like when he's in the corner, doing his pose with the belt, just the effort he puts into it.
Yeah.
It's like he actually pulls a muscle in his back and he's just like
You see that man sinuous when he does.
Yeah.
I just say he sells everything so well. That was my impression. He sells everything about it.
I just love his heel. He's like a cocky, smug heel.
Yep.
And like that, it's like that little flourish whenever he does something and smile on his face.
Yeah. It's
It's
The
hard to
moment-
describe. If anyone's listening in another, it's like there's just certain people from Glasgow who have Drew, and
Yeah.
to us, he's not an exaggeration of someone
I
you
know.
might meet in a pub in Scotland.
There's
We all
so
know
many
that
people.
person in the pub.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
so cocky and so, but he exudes it, and that's Drew. It's like
Yeah.
you know exactly what I mean, Graham. It's
I
just
worked in
gallus as hell for no
hospitality
reason.
for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Just this guy who is so, to use the most Scottish phrase, he's so gallus, but there's nothing to back it up. I said that's what Drew reminded me of, and I said met so many of them on my travels in this great nation of ours. It's just, I like probably the Americans think it's a great. We're just going, yeah, see that kind of guy all the time, really.
Yeah. I stand by my observation that Drew is slowly morphing into Jack Jester, who is one of the ICW OGs, Cal.
Yeah.
Give him Alistair Black's spare contact.
Yes, I have UHI. You really need to do a wrestling course for me to catch up with these guys. I feel like study a PhD in wrestling history and philosophy would be quite enjoyable.
I'm not being funny,
Like
but
Kenny's going, I would still sign up for that.
Oh yeah, I would quite happily do that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's got to exist somewhere in the. There's got to be a wrestling history and philosophy PhD somewhere in the world. There's got to be a.
I think
Have you
Chase U does
you
one.
just googled that. What's that?
No, I've not moved. I think Chase U.
Yeah.
That's an
There's
NXT
gotta
reference.
All right. No, there's got to be a. I bet you there's a real life university that does a.
Oh, probably.
Or there's going to be a professor, someone who's done their PhD in wrestling. Got to be. Because we've met someone who's did a PhD. Not to put them down, but we did have someone on Ocas who did a PhD in Ghibli, so like a PhD in wrestling as well. It's not too outlandish.
It would make sense for an acting class to have.
Yeah, it is a form of acting, like.
Yeah, but yeah.
Anyway, with that, can we move on to the last event? So, Men's Rumble, and I think I went with Kenny first. So, Graham, you are up first with thoughts on the Men's Rumble.
Unless you want to go first. Because I'm
the host.
Okay.
Host privilege here. I'm operating host privilege all the time. Yeah.
Fair enough. Men's Rumble, I enjoyed most of it. I thought the Obafemi, by the time he was in the ring, he didn't need to do anything. He was already made. The entrance they gave him had him looking like the future.
Yeah,
I am pretty much. I'm sold on this guy. I don't know anything, but like his entrance just sold me. I said, I love this guy already.
How many times walking to your kitchen have you done his little walk?
Yeah,
you've done it a couple of times, right?
Well, I've not been to the kitchen all too often because of the issues I had through the night. So yeah, not had a chance to do the Obafemi.
Did you do a slightly faster version of it?
Yes, kind of sped up version on certain. Yeah,
I know there's been a few times at work I've done some kind of walk similar to that.
Yes, what you've worked in a kitchen.
I've done it.
So,
I've tried.
While we're on the Men's Rumble, this mysterious question that the commentator asks is, how does Brock Lesnar keep getting bigger and bigger? I mean, I'm stumped. I don't think there's a substance of any kind on earth that can do that to a human, is there?
I think he is. I think he's eating his vitamins and saying his prayers.
Yes,
absolutely.
It's the only thing. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, it's he's a typical American God's gun and Jesus. You know, what else does he need in his life that could give him like a kind of chest upwards gigantism for that? That's what it looks like.
What was it I said in the chat last night? What was the word I was looking for?
Oh yes, there was a word.
Roids. Lots and lots of roids.
Roids. I've never heard of it. What is that?
That's never been associated with wrestling in any kind of way, Kenny. What are you talking about?
I've never heard that word used in wrestling before.
No.
Are you going to tell us next Vince is a little bit dodge? Is that what you're going to say next? We can't have those kind of scandalous accusations on this show.
I think, if I was starting to go down that route, then we're just destroying kayfabe altogether.
Yes.
Lesnar works hard on his form, says his prayers, takes his vitamins, shoots his guns. If I remember rightly from one post-UFC match, he goes home and lays on top of his wife. That is a quote from him.
Was it a Bud Light or a Light
Wow,
Beer?
he
Was it a
sounds
Bud Light
like...
or was it a Coors? I can't remember which one was sponsoring.
No, one of them wouldn't sponsor him. I remember correctly what, because he was like, it's because the other one wouldn't sponsor him.
Yep.
Yes. If I've got to guess, it won't be Bud Light because they're the ones that promoted trans rights.
This was before then, though.
So okay, that's he goes down and lays until he sounds like quite the attentive lover, doesn't he?
He is.
We're going to speculate that much on his plan. I'm going to flat out say I can't stand Brock Lesnar. Watched him in the UFC, couldn't stand him then. I can't stand him now, but just no time for this guy. I don't see anything what he brings to any sport he's in, apart from he's a big slab of meat. That seems to be all. That seems to be his entire personality, persona, and performance for me.
I have a huge soft spot for Brock Lesnar matches, I'm afraid. Not Brock Lesnar the person, because let's not go there. Yeah. But I remember him bursting onto the scene and just absolutely 3, 4, 5 guys at a time.
Like
throwing people about.
Of it.
Spike Dudley and Paul London, I remember. Jeff Hardy. Just like those 2 chair shots that the Hardys gave him. Just knocks him right at the ring, and he's just glaring back at them, just trying to get back, and then you have Paul Heyman just pulling him. Early Brock Lesnar was like, we hadn't seen anything like him. I don't think for the longest time. You know, because like 90s went from steroids to athletic to brawling. And like the 80s, you had the big guys. Bruiser Brody. Comes to mind when you talk about guys like Stan Hansen. Bruiser Brody, Stan Hansen,
Terry Gordy, Dr. Death, guys like that. And then wrestling kind of veered away from that. And then 2002, 2003?
Yeah, 2001, 2002, you had that switch. It was really the ruthless aggression coming in.
Yeah. And Brock comes in, and I remember watching it, was like, what the hell is this? Like, but like when he came in, like what he was doing to people, like I remember Spike Dudley was talking about it. He was like, he was quite happy to let Brock just throw him about, No,
I'm still not sold.
I
don't know.
I remember going we're just getting away from the Rumble right now, but I remember one night watching SmackDown. Brock Lesnar, Big Show. Main event.
I know exactly which one you mean.
The ending to that match, Lesnar superplexes Show, the ring, the posts just, give. And
the whole thing just collapses.
Cuts. And then the show ends with them 2 in the ring. And my brother walks in just after the ring collapsed. And he was on the phone to one of his friends. And he was like, holy shit, the ring just got destroyed.
which was effectively what Taz said on commentary, because it was notable for it being one of the few times there was unbleeped profanity.
Yeah, I was just like, I remember watching it like, what is this guy? For a good couple of years he was just destroying everyone. And then he went away, comes back about nearly 10 years later, and the first thing he does, destroys John Cena, and went on a tear for the next few years, and then goes away, comes back, goes away, comes back. So it's
and I think that match with Cena has actually kind of coloured a lot of what he's done since, because first time round, Cal, he used multiple different suplexes, lots of different, all sorts of throws, all sorts of power moves.
So he was a bit more athletic back then, basically.
Oh yeah, it was like he was power moves, but
he does.
Yes.
And so and the thing about Brock Lesnar is, see when he's in the mood, and I think when he likes someone, he will sell. His selling is amazing. You don't notice it a lot of the time because most of the time he's booked as a monster, and most of the time it's like German suplex, German suplex, German suplex,
Yeah.
German suplex, F5.
F5.
Yep.
Kimura.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there is a very talented wrestler in there.
Yeah. Like going back to the if he likes you, you know, he will make you look he will make you look like $1,000. That, you know, that was the same with Andre the Giant. If Andre the Giant liked you, he would, like, his favorite thing was getting tied up in the ropes. He would make you look so good. But if he didn't like you, totally different story. Like, yeah, I mean, when he came back, that's when the German suplexes just started happening, and ever since then it's been German suplexes, F5, and it's kind of ruined him a bit, you know.
I would like to see Obafemi. So going back to last night. So first time round, Brock had this particular clothesline that he used to do, Cal.
Yes.
Where he would take a bit of hits, and it's still in the games, but then he would just sort of look and roll his shoulders like that and just absolutely level somebody.
I love that.
I would like to see Obafemi take that on because it would work for him in character. But, so I suppose back to the Rumble.
Yes,
we had that nice
moment
with, we had that nice moment, and I thought they did a good job of teasing it a few times. The Brock and Oba showdown.
Yeah.
Because there were a couple of times where it looked like it was going to happen, and then the other guys got on the road.
Yeah.
Or poor Miz came in and smartly backed out for one. So that was good.
I just love that.
And I think to take a quote from James, I think once Brock and Oba were out, the event suffered last night. It lost a lot of what was good about it.
Yeah.
My pick barely even got into the match because we had the angle right at the start where somebody stomped Braun Breaker.
Who?
So is this man in the mask, is it?
Yep.
Well, the hoodie.
Well, man in the hoodie.
Yeah.
Kenny, you had a thought at the time, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't think it was supposed to happen that way, because on SmackDown they ruined the number one entrant. When Fraxium came out, you know, the graphic was on for like a split second. You could see Braun Breaker number one.
Yep.
And I think what was going to happen was Braun comes in number one, Oba comes in number two, and the masked man comes in. It probably would have happened in the ring, stomps Breaker, jumps out, Oba picks him up and eliminates him. I think that might have been how it was going to happen. You know, like, but because they needed to eliminate Braun, you know, to make Oba look good, I think they changed it up so that's the way it happened, because nobody saw that one coming.
No, I like that it did lead to, like, the Braun being number two did lead to acknowledging on air that number one and number two are just as bad as each other. In fact, number one's got the advantage because they've got the high ground.
Yeah.
Because I've never quite got behind that whole number one's the worst number. Number two, you know, you have to have two people starting the match.
Because the match doesn't start until the bell rings. And when does that happen? When they're both in the ring.
Yep.
So number one, number two, they're officially in the match the same amount of time. You know, so the whole if you win at number one, it's this amazing feat of fortitude, stamina.
Yep.
If you win at number two, not quite, but you're almost there. Yeah, it's about time they actually said it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they showed the clip of Heyman and Adam Pearce, and Pearce like, "Oh, it's random. It's it's random. It's random." I was like, "Well, we just saw it's not random, you know." like I remember when they used to draw the numbers out of the, and yeah, it's
tombola machine.
Yeah, we always know it's not random, and I'm kind of glad they actually with the same number one, number two, admission. I'm kind of glad they did put that, work that into the storyline.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that it's Seth Rollins. I said it at the time last night. I think they did a big job of hinting it was Seth and saying it was Seth. But I would like to think that it's Theory. And I would like to think that Theory's actually working with Seth.
I think
and there's a reason he's using his.
Yeah, I think I said that because it would make sense. Braun and Bronson take out Seth.
Yep.
They recruit Logan, and then this masked figure comes in and starts attacking Punk and helping out the Vision, and it's Theory. And now this,
But Seth's whole thing the last 2 sort of year and a half has been how much he hates Punk.
Mm-hmm.
So it wouldn't be a huge leap, if he's attacking Punk. They assume that he's on their side. Well, actually, no, it's the start of the Rollins getting his own back type thing.
Yeah. So
related to that. On you go, Kenny. Sorry.
Oh, no, I was just going to say if it does get revealed that it was Seth, pulling the strings, and it was Theory who stomped him, I can see Seth versus Braun at Mania.
Yeah.
And a third person teaming with Austin against Bronson and Logan.
Yeah.
So
how do you think it sits with the Vision though? So obviously the next two guys that came in from the Vision were Bronson and Logan.
Mm-hmm.
No Heyman with them. But then Brock comes in and Heyman's alongside Brock again.
Yeah.
What's the story there? What's the kayfabe reason?
Maybe tinfoil hat, Heyman's still working with Seth, and Brock's gonna join Seth and Theory. Tinfoil Theory, but I don't know. It's
because Braun is too unpredictable. He's told Heyman, you're either with me or against me.
Yeah, I mean, the way he's been acting last month. Yeah, I can see Heyman wanting out.
Yeah. Because ultimately he is a coward.
Yeah. He goes with the highest bidder.
We had a Rusev sighting.
Mm-hmm. I know. That was a rare Rusev sighting.
And I think I could be justified in saying this, given that I own my own physique as it is. But when Rusev came back just the night after WrestleMania, he was solid. He was more jacked than he'd been in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It looks as, it shows that he's been spending a lot of time in catering, I think.
Yeah.
He was looking a bit wobbly, a bit like me, round the middle. No, not that bad. But
it's like, it was great seeing Rusev back. Yeah, but it's like, what did they do with him after Alpha Academy? And it's the same with Aleister Black. They haven't really done much with him. Mm-hmm. They basically turned him and Selena into Carrion and Scarlett.
Yep, but without the promo ability.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. You're wasting them.
Yeah. I think with Aleister Black, and actually thinking back to what you were saying about Drew, it's the Damien Priest effect.
Mm-hmm.
The feuds with Priest feuds, for whatever reason, seemed to go 3 months too long. No, they had a couple of matches where that should have been the blow-off, but no, it kept going and kept going and kept going. And you lose interest. And speaking of Priest, has there been a bigger fall-off from having been world champion to where he's at now? It's not enjoyable.
No, I mean,
he seems like a lovely guy, but
Yeah. Like with Gunther, he lost the title, took some time off, came back, and he was in the tournament, the last time ever tournament, won that, beat Cena, and now he's having one of the best runs. With Priest, he's been in the title picture a couple of times. He's not as interesting as he used to be.
No,
and it's a shame because I think he has, if given the right opponent, he can be so good.
I think
they're not doing that.
What is his character these days? I think that's where they have to go back to, because he was the Archer of Infamy, then he was the Rock Star, then he was Judgment Day, then he broke free from Judgment Day and he was going to be his own man, and nothing stuck. He's Rhea Ripley's pal.
Yeah.
That seems to be his gimmick at the moment. He's Ripley's pal.
Yeah.
And is very much the junior partner on that, because Rhea Ripley is one of the most over people on the planet. We got a nice surprise debut from the man formerly known as Powerhouse Hobbs, who I thought looked really good when he came in.
Yeah.
The name's
I didn't know
quite a good touch.
Yeah. I didn't know he was going to debut at the Rumble. I knew he was signed. I knew that they'd changed his name. But yeah, that was a nice surprise.
Yep.
The time he had in the Rumble, I think he looked good.
He did.
So yeah, they pulled off the debut quite well.
And he got the old NXT Black and Gold name change thing as well, where they gave his old name and then did the dissolve into his new name.
Yeah.
And for everybody who's slating it, it's a tribute to his son, in the same way that Kevin Owens is a tribute to his son. What did you make of the first time seeing him, Cal?
Thought he was really good. Like, I'm struggling to remember a lot of the names, but yeah, he made an impression as well.
Yeah.
I was just going to go off track, Eddie, because there was a moment when I had a flashback to us having a conversation earlier in the day when we were at games. Remember I showed you a wrestling reel? And you quite literally said, "Don't show me that, get that out of my face." Remember what it was? It was when Mr. Iguana came on. I had flashbacks to this reel I showed you, Kenny.
Okay, this is when my memory is bad.
There was like acts that didn't land in WWE. It was the Toxic Turtles.
Oh yes, yeah.
Kenny literally said, "Get that out of my face" when I showed him that reel.
Yeah, I
just
think
Mr. Iguana. His whole entrance just gave me the same vibes as that clip.
That's why Mr. Iguana's top tier.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
It was just that moment. I was just laughing because I just thought of showing Kenny that reel when your extreme reaction to the Toxic Turtles. But no, at the time I was like, "What's going on here?" And then so I kind of like this. This is just so bizarre. It's just,
you've killed the wonderful segue that I just thought of as well.
All right.
That's the part of wrestling we love. It's the fun. It's the insane, the stupidity, and
the
Mr.
weirdness
Iguana,
that just gets brought in.
Mr. Iguana has all that, and it's just so good.
Yeah, but bizarrely, that's one of the things I saw getting slated online was that. But it's like,
of course it was.
Where's your sense of fun, some of you guys?
Exactly.
Come on.
It's got to be all about work rate and moves. Never mind stories. Never mind funds. This is internet wrestling fun 101.
Even though they keep saying, "Oh, it's a family thing and kids love this," like they're going to love Mr. Iguana, obviously, because he's just so. Of course, bizarre.
My segue was going to be, speaking of things that must have made an impression.
Yeah, there it was.
What about Mr. Iguana? But as well, I thought in the same way that Regal puts lots of things in his act that pop me every time, little references to old comedies. The minute the Barrett on commentary said, "It's a puppet," I am as in stitches.
Yeah.
I'm like, right, Brian Conley show, here we go.
Yeah.
Saturday night TV when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, I remember Brian Conley so much. Yeah,
I will say, like, there are times when the whole heel face commentary thing doesn't work nowadays. I think it can be really bad. But I think when you have Mr. Gwen in ring, you have Barrett, being it's a puppet. Why is it in there again? And you have Michael Cole just playing it up.
Yeah, and the double chokes slam on Iguana and his great. I loved that. So,
that commentary,
just the way he looks at them both and just goes slamming the two.
Yeah. I mean, that commentary in itself is like a flashback to Ventura and Monsoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where Ventura would call out the nonsense.
Yeah, Heenan and yeah.
So with that, let's go to the weak points of the Rumble. I think you said you had a few here.
Yeah, I think just after the big guys were out, after Oba and Brock were out, it just kind of got
momentum went, did it?
Yeah, you're looking at who's there, and you're hoping that you're going to maybe have Jacob Fatu and Logan Paul and Penta and maybe someone else as the final for something new.
Yeah.
But in the end, really, you've got the same old, and when you're down to that final four, you kind of know where it's going. Side note, just go back. I didn't realise how much I wanted to see Ilya Dragunov versus Lesnar until last night.
Now I really was going to say that. To be honest, Ilya versus any big guy, Oba would be brilliant.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, Ilya Dragunov, Brock Lesnar would be so good.
Yeah. Low points was Jay's entrance taking up the full time and then them rolling it back twice.
No.
Although props to Roman for knocking that in the head.
Yeah. I hated that.
But I get it.
It's like, it's gets the crowd going.
Yeah. The kids love it.
Like,
we were there once.
Yes. And it just, for the Rumble, I don't know,
I really enjoyed when Jacob Fatu came in and, he was doing his heat spots, and there just seemed to be a few moments where every time he was beating someone up, LA Knight would approach him, so he'd do a move on the guy, super kick LA Knight, and then by the time he'd done the next move on the next person, Knight was back at him, so he was getting kicked again. I thought, I could actually just watch this all day. That Samoan drop on Javon Evans. How high did he throw him?
I don't know, but it was just like, it's like, it goes to show you why you need guys like Javon Evans in the Rumble. You need Kofi Kingston type guys in the Rumble. Because you just have powerhouses. You're not going to get much of a show. There was a couple of times when I thought that Javon doing all the high spots was going to lead to him being eliminated.
Yeah, springboard stuff.
Yeah. And I knew we were going to get a top rope RKO out of this as well.
Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, that Samoan drop was just mad.
Yeah. That was my spot of the Rumble, I think.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything that can top it. I will say this: when La Parka his music, I was like, okay, La Parka in the Rumble, the chairman of WC. Well, not the real one, but it's like I would have loved to see the original La Parka in WWE. I think that's something I've always wished would have happened. After WCW, La Parka is in WWE, even for a brief run. But to see the character, he does the dance, he does the strut. It just brings back so many memories. Yeah.
We forgot the spot of the Royal Rumble, El Grande Americano.
I was going to I was going to mention it. Don't worry about that. I wasn't going to forget that. It made the Rumble for me.
I was thoroughly sports entertained.
Like I was. It's like I think I said it as well. El Grande versus El Grande at WrestleMania. It's going to happen. It has to happen. Do
you think the Creed brothers are going to get lucha masks? You know how you've got.
I hope so.
You know you've got
Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates. Yeah. I hope so. I really hope so.
Me too. I will love it.
Just when when El Grande's in the ring and then El Grande's music hits. And I'm just like,
Yep.
it's happening. It's Undertaker versus Undertaker, but so much better. You know,
it's
Kane
two
versus
doinks.
Kane.
There's a
Yeah,
wee WrestleMania 9 reference.
they done the pointing at each other, just like doink done the you know.
Yep.
So like everything about it was perfect, and then El Grande, Uno, as I call him, eliminates El Grande Dos, and then Uno gets eliminated and headbutts him. You know, it made the Rumble for me. This is why I love the Rumble. This is why everyone loved the Rumble. You get stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know.
We prayed for this and it happened.
Yes. Speaking of, we prayed for it. Somebody made a wee bit of a reappearance. I did like that. Like Drew McIntyre eliminating Cody.
Yes, right, okay. At the end.
Yeah.
I was thinking, did I miss something? And yes, I did. I missed there being Dominic or Finn or...
I know.
This is the downsides we're coming into, Cal, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, the names that weren't in it.
Yeah. And yes, okay, not everybody can be featured, but...
No Kit Wilson. Next year?
No.
I was going to say, rather than just going about what wasn't there, I think we've gone on for quite a while. We just try, rating for the men's then. We'll go with that. And then we'll do a wee wrap up.
Solid B.
Solid B.
Yep.
Okay, Kenny?
It's got to be an A+. I mean, El Grande. I mean, it is the El Grande Royal Rumble in my eyes. So I would solid A for me. Despite all the shortcomings, I think there was enough moments like that to make it really enjoyable for me.
And the show overall, I would go for a B+. Just to throw that out there.
Yeah.
For men's, I'm going B-. Just didn't have the consistency of the women's for me. The women's was just consistently good. Not saying it was like, but just it was a nice even spread. There's just a wee bit of ups and downs, and like I said, that momentum loss at the end kind of. Otherwise, it would have been a solid B apart from that.
I think with the women's match, your quiet bit was at the start and it ramped up, whereas with the men's, it started high and it went down.
Yeah, there were so many entrances so fast. And then I think it was after Priest came in that it started to slow down. And other than that.
And your overall grade for the Rumble then, Kenny? I think we got
I would say B.
Was it?
I would say a B as well.
I'll go with B as well. Yeah. Might as well. My first one I've ever watched live in my life, so B. I think I can understand now why Billy recommended I start with a Rumble, because you don't need to know too much about characters and stories. It's the spectacle on the night. That's what the Rumble's about.
Yeah,
I think even if I'm rationalising
your appetite.
We had B, take the pluses minus out of it, but we had a B for the first match, an A for the second match, C for the third, B for the fourth. That averages out overall at a B for me, which I'm happy with,
Yeah.
It's not the greatest, it's not the worst. It's on the good side of the coin.
What is going on? Graham, you're being nuanced on the internet. That's just...
It's a character flaw.
This is just not how nerds on the internet are meant to be, like nuanced and well thought.
We're not allowed to say something was okay.
You're all caps banging the desk.
Yeah.
This is the worst thing ever.
Actually, my guy never appeared, and the booking sucks. And
there
weren't enough flips.
Something woman.
Woke
work great
as well.
Yes, let's get some woke nonsense in there.
Yeah.
There's some liberal, woke, progressive nonsense.
How dare women have a Royal Rumble? How dare they? It's not
and at the same time they covered up. And at the same time being full body suits. Damn it.
Yeah.
And actually have technique and ability. It's just meant to be an eye candy for That's all it's meant to be.
No, it's
Tut,
not
tut,
supposed to
man.
be like that.
Bring back the pudding matches. Please don't bring back the
Yes.
pudding matches ever.
Yes.
Oh.
And throw in, bring back Vince, who was better then. So got to throw that in as well.
Well,
Bring back
apparently
Russo.
they were chanting, "We want Vince" at Hunter last night.
Yeah.
Again in the
Did they
post show.
not chant that at Gunter Cena as well?
Yeah. So basically,
Yeah.
if people don't get what they want Vince back, who was even less likely to give them what they wanted.
Yes, notorious for it, wasn't he?
That was the whole complaint. We want change because he doesn't give us what he wants. He doesn't listen to the fans. Anyway,
Yeah.
I took on board what was said by Hunter a few weeks ago that, yes, we're doing a podcast. Yes, we're chatting about it after the fact. We are being critics. But above all else, I'm trying to watch things as a fan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're watching it. You enjoy this at the end of the day.
I go into it wanting to enjoy it. I don't go into it hate watching it. The minute I'm hate watching it, what's the point of watching it?
Yeah,
I know. I'm
you
the
go
same.
in wanting to like it, basically, which is what a fan should be. You want this to be good.
Yes.
Like I said on Friday, used to be for me. Alcohol used to get me through it. You know, that was basically not true. I'd like to say, like there were some, like I remember the Usos versus the New Day. You had matches like that. I remember, like I said, I cried when the Hardys returned. In the sea of crap that WWE has been for the last 15, 16 years, you always get little tiny gems,
Yeah.
and they have improved since Vince left, but they're still making mistakes. There's still things that happen. You're like, why?
It's that's always going to be there, really, isn't it?
And
There's always going to be missteps.
If you go into it saying, if you go into watching a start of pay-per-view, oh, this is going to suck, this is going to be rubbish, this is going to, be the worst thing ever. That's what you're going to be like throughout the whole show, after the show, and beyond. But if you go in saying, okay, there's some great talent, we know they can put on great matches.
Yeah.
As some people they're just locked into this is the worst thing ever. You know?
So
I've seen so many people sell out to that.
So as you probably know, I've got the music review thing that I do.
Yeah.
And doing it on and off for a couple of years now. And I always start from the position of I want to like this album. Even regardless of what it is, even if it's Insane Clown Posse.
The Lighthouse Family.
Yes. And yes, it's very, very easy. It's more fun to do the ones that I know I don't like.
Yeah.
But I'll always try and listen to it with that unbiased ear and then be like, no, actually, no, this is why I hate it.
Yeah.
And at least try and make it funny so that there's something positive coming out of it.
Yeah.
But more often than not, I'm finding that I'm rating things that I've never listened to before and finding the good in them. What I have found is that unless something is rated above an 8, then people think you've given it a bad review.
Yeah,
which is
the same with games.
Yeah, most things should be a 5 or 6.
Yeah. If you don't give something a 4 out of 5, you hate the game. If you give something a 7.5, you hate the game. It's not all games are going to be 10 out of 10s.
And they can't be.
I remember as a YouTuber, and he gave the first Spider-Verse film a 9 out of 10. Which it's one of the greatest animated films.
Yeah.
And then the follow-up, he gave a 7. And he said, I still like this. It just doesn't measure up to the first. And people thought that he'd slated it. I said, I didn't slate it. I just said, I still like it, but no, it's good for me.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
I like them both, but to me, the first one is better.
It's superior,
it's infinitely superior. Yeah.
Anyway, we've kind of gotten well off track. Going
again.
Flame Wars ahead.
Bring it. We'll beat you with logic.
Yeah. But
and if that fails, we can swear better than anyone.
Well, with that, we have finished our Royal Rumble review. It was a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed last. I've got to say, not just watching it, but kind of doing the watch along with you guys, chatting away on WhatsApp was such a laugh last night. Got to say, these were great company the whole way, which makes me so. At some point, we have to do a live. We have to sit together in a room and watch an event live together, because I think we'll have a good laugh with it anyway.
Yeah.
I think there will have to be some good reactions, but. That is not it for your Hebridean Hammerlock. We are back in 2 weeks. Our first ever wrestler interview, which is something we set out to do because not just want to just feature WWE. We all love it. It's the main attraction. There's just so much good indie talent out there.
Mhm.
So I really want to highlight that. And with that, I think it's kind of, we're Scottish. Scottish flag is blue. The Oakcast colour is blue. So I think it was just the fates aligned that it's Heartless Heather Blue is our very first interview, and we cannot wait to speak to her. She has been so lovely, so accommodating to us from the second I reached out to her. There's just like nothing she can't do to help us, but I'm really looking forward. I've watched some of her bouts. It's just very excited for this. And then after that, in another two, we've got Big Rig himself, Brian Colton. Again, they've all been so lovely, all these people. I can't say that enough. The wrestlers have just all been so lovely and accommodating. And then after that,
don't give away.
One that's going to be supremely interesting is the Queen of the Death Matches herself, Mickey Knuckles. She's got some stories to tell. That's all I can say. She's going to have some cracking stories. Then 2 weeks after that, it's Jules, and I keep forgetting his second name, sorry. But Florida Man, basically. When I showed you the picture, I think that's all you said. Florida Man, right there. And he's even a throwback to the golden era with that most epic, inspiring mullet. I think that's the word. That is a mullet. That's a mullet for the ages.
Wraparound shades. Maybe a wee bit more
the
neon.
Jacket. We go with, maybe we can give them some feedback if you really want to go for the. But no, I've got to say, all these people have been lovely, and we can't wait to start talking to some wrestling talent. And we're also almost
and
forgotten
behind the
this.
scenes talent as well, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Yep, we've got a lot in the works basically, and we still owe everyone a William Regal retrospective because that was voted on in our Facebook group. So, Kenny, I suppose you'd be up for that.
I am a fan of the real man, William Regal.
Yes. That was the one that surprisingly in our poll was clear winner out of, I think I put Stone Cold, The Rock, and just the big ones, and then somebody suggested to stick, and that was the winner, which quite surprised me. So yeah,
I mean, out of all of them, I think I'm probably more excited for Regal.
Okay. I'm sure we can hopefully get James, and we keep prodding Chris. He's in our back room. He's like, he's not appeared yet, but there is this guy called Chris in our back, and he is there and he does talk, and we're just trying to, come on, get on the show, you do something. Like the meme. Nah, honestly, Chris is lovely as well, so they're all lovely, but sorry, you better say something, Graham.
No, I was just going to say, I'm on record. I'll tell you every show if I have to. William Regal is my favourite wrestler of all time. He is everything that's good about this silly sport that we love.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he is definitely top 5 for me.
So yeah, with that, good night everyone, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. And look up Heather. If you've got any questions in advance, please let us know. Check out our fights, and I think it's probably a phrase we say, go support indie wrestling as well.
Yes.
Please do, because these people do need your support.
Yeah.
And just always good to support local community stuff. So support your indie wrestlers.
Yeah, we'll talk about the national stuff, the international stuff, but ultimately everybody starts somewhere. We want to be in there supporting talent from the start where we can, and we'd encourage you to do the same. Go out and see a local show if you can.
Yes.
Just make it happen, people.
Yeah.
Yep. And with that, farewell everyone, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Good night.
Here we go.